Hello everyone, my name is Lynn Carson. Today I am going to be your BAKERpedia influencer on making tortillas. Okay, so what's the latest trend right now? One of the hottest trends right now is high protein baking. Okay, so what is high protein about tortilla shells? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a high protein tortilla shell. Okay, so I get this new interesting ingredient from Cargill. Cargill Tri-Lease uses the functionality of wheat gluten and the quantity of pea protein to really bump up the proteins. All right, in terms of color, you can see it's not very much of a difference. This is the Tri-Lease, and it is going to be used at a smaller percentage than the all-purpose flour. So anyway, I am going to show you what the formula looks like. First, we will start up with flour, and then we will add Tri-Lease to it. To that, we add salt, baking powder, oil, topsiphin, which is a lecithin, and water. Okay. First, we put the flours in. The Tri-Lease and the all-purpose flour. Put in the baking powder and the salt. Dry mix it by hand. Mix it well. Okay. Put a well in there for you to pour the water in. Oh, let's do the oil and the topsiphin, which is the emulsifier. Okay, the lecithin. Put it in first. You put in the water, put in just a little bit to mix it all up in there. Yeah, just rinse your utensil off. I would use a paddle first, mainly because at the bench top situation, you don't have many ingredients to work with, and you don't want to make too many mistakes with big batches, right? Finalize what's on your bench top before going to commercialize it. So because it's such a small quantity, I would use the paddle first to make sure that the dough is really mixed up. And once it's picked up, switch it to the second setting. See how cohesive it is, but it's not truly mixed yet, so it's not fully mixed yet, so we want to put in there with dough hook to mix it up for 8 minutes. It's been 8 minutes and it is done mixing, so this is what it looks like. Very nice cohesive dough. That is high in protein. See how white it is? Right. Okay. After mixing, round it up into a dough and put it in a bowl, cover it, let it rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, put it out on a flour board and start cutting it. Here I cut it into 58 grams per tortilla. From there, round it up and then use the press to press it out. After pressing, place it on a hot frying pan and fry it for about 30 to 40 seconds per side, or until it's browned. So I have used the control wrap and the tri-lace wrap to make actual beef and rice wraps to show you how it performs within the sandwich. And let me just cut it. This is the tri-lace. And this is control. Oop. Let's see how it performs. Control and tri-lace. High protein, control. Okay? They wrap up really well and they didn't break. So let me try to control first. The tri-lace formula is actually softer and less brittle, if that makes sense, with the control wrap, the high protein wrap. Alright, I want to show the difference between a control sample and the sample that's high protein with tri-lace. As you can see, both of them are pretty much similar in color, and the control sample, see how it pulls? It's nice and pliable, 100% all-purpose flour. Okay, and the one with tri-lace is also very nice and pliable, has about 23% protein, tri-lace protein. Okay, so as you can see, not much difference in the rheology when we replace 23% with tri-lace. Okay, so what does that mean in terms of product? This is the control sample, and this is sample with tri-lace. Okay, this has been stored for a day. Okay, let's do the rolling test. Nice and pliable, resilient. The control sample, very resilient as well. Okay. Ooh, look at that. You can see, very resilient. Same thing as the control simple, resilient, and flexible. Both passed the rollability test for day 1. Okay, I'm not gonna roll. Okay, so both of them have lecithin in it. Okay, and you're probably gonna ask me, what's the difference? What happens if you don't put lecithin? Okay, so these are both the same formula. This has lecithin and this doesn't. The only difference is I may have baked this a little longer, that's why it's brown, right? The sample without lecithin is a little firmer and just a little more difficult to roll. The one with lecithin that I've rolled before is rolling really easily. I don't think you can really see a difference here, but this one has no lecithin and this one has lecithin and it's more pliable. All right, so that's the difference between with and without lecithin. So there you have it. Today I showed you how to make a high protein tortilla wrap. And if you want to mix it up a little more, use whole wheat flour. So if you would like to use these samples on your benchtop, please contact our friends from Cargill and ask for Trilese and Topsithin. You need emulsifier to make it work and to give it a better shelf life. All right. Thank you, everyone. I am Lynn Carson, your BAKERpedia influencer for today, and I hope you have as much success as I did with these high protein formulas.